Hey guys, Airgun Angie with Gateway to Airguns, and this is my very first GRiP review, and I chose to do it on the Benjamin Marauder Woods Walker pistol because this one is my all-time favorite small bore airgun, so I wanted to start with it. Really quick, I want to say thank you to Gateway to Airguns for making this video possible. Go check them out, guys, www.gatewaytoairguns.org. www.gatewaytoairguns.org. So what is the Marauder Woods Walker pistol? Well, it is from Crosman, and it can be used as a pistol or a carbine. This one comes in a gorgeous AP Realtree stock. It's synthetics, it's super light, 2.7 pounds. Not sure, that may be just the pistol. I don't know about with the carbine stock on it, but it's really super light. One of the reasons why it's one of my favorite small bore air guns. The pistol length without the carbine stock, just the pistol, is 18 inches. The barrel is 12 inches long, and the complete carbine from barrel, from muzzle to buttstock, is 30 inches. So you've got 18 inches just the pistol, 30 inches with the carbine. The 12-inch steel barrel is shrouded and rifled for better accuracy. And check this out. And yes, this is going to make it a little bit longer. This moderator is from Neil Clegg, and the gun is already quiet. You guys will find out when we go over that. But this actually makes it like whisper quiet, or Rick might call it mouse fart quiet. It is really quiet with the moderator on it, and it looks pretty dang cool, doesn't it? I was very surprised and really thought I need to shoot this over the Crony to make sure it's putting the power out that it's supposed to be, because it doesn't sound like it. It is very quiet. Without the moderator, by itself, just stock without the moderator, I was getting a decibel reading at the muzzle of 81.9. That's quiet. I didn't put the decibel reader all the way down by my dirt hill. I really thought that it would probably pick up the pellet hitting the dirt hill over the shot. So I put it 10 yards away, and at 10 yards away I was getting 75.6. This is perfect for backyard plinking. Now, when you add the moderator, this one's from Neil Clegg, like I said, when you add the moderator, wow, it even makes it even more quiet, makes you wonder if it's working like it's supposed to. At the muzzle, I got 72.3, so that's even quieter than it was 10 yards away without the muzzle, without the moderator. Now I put it 10 yards away, it was 72.1. So if you're looking for something quiet, you can plink around in the backyard, or what I like to think about this as is my deer stand squirrel gun. You have those squirrels that come along. I've got squirrels that come along, and they'll take cob after cob after cob of corn up a tree, and they can't for some reason read that it says deer corn. It's not squirrel corn. So this is a perfect air rifle to take into your deer stand and take out those pesky little squirrels that are stealing all your corn. It has a manual safety, it's bolt action. You can actually change the bolt action from one side to the other, so it is ambidextrous. So no worries, left-handers. This gun is very customizable to your own needs or desires. You can adjust the hammer spring, you can adjust it for power, or you can adjust it for shot count. It has an adjustable trigger, an adjustable two-stage trigger, and it is super light. I mean, really, it does. The trigger from lightest to heaviest is absolutely sweet. It is extremely easy to adjust the trigger. In this case, you would take off the stock. If you had just the pistol, you would take off the grip, and underneath the grip, there is the trigger adjuster. You can turn it all the way in to be heavier. or you can bring it all the way out to be lighter. I chose 12 ounces. It's absolutely sweet and perfect right there, so that's where I set it. Then you just put your grips or your stock. I prefer the carbine, like I said, so I put the stock back on it, and there you go, you're ready to go. Now this is a dovetail rail, so you will need to get mounts that accommodate for a dovetail rail. So you must mount an optic, and I have the Hawk Air Max EV 4-12x40 adjustable objective, and it comes with the center point red dot sight, which is great, but this little gun actually shoots very well at a farther distance. So I wanted to be able to zoom in if I needed to, so that's why I chose to put a Hawk Air Max on it. Now talk a little bit about the red dot sight. It has several different reticle options, including a 3-dot option, which is really cool for mil dot sighting. If maybe you're shooting a little low, you need to adjust it, you have those little mil dots to use to do so. It also has 5 brightness settings, the windage turret and the elevation turret. Normally on a pistol, a red dot sight would be perfect because pistols aren't made to shoot long distance, but this one is a little bit different. It's a little bit special. The fill port is right here at the end. Max fill, guys, is 3,000 PSI, but I would recommend, and so does Crossman, to only fill it to 2,900. If you fill it all the way to 3,000 PSI, the first couple shots, velocity is low and the accuracy is a little off. So 2,900 PSI is the sweet spot to fill it to. It is hand pump friendly as well, so you don't have to take a tank, you don't have to take a compressor, just bring your hand pump and you're ready to shoot. But it does get 50 shots, so unless you plan on going for days, one fill should be sufficient. Or, unless you're maybe not a very good shot, one fill should be sufficient. So a great backpacker gun, one to go take out into the woods. It's light, it is extremely light, and it has the skeleton buttstock, so you could actually put a strap on here and carry it with a strap instead of in your hands. How many shots do you get per fill? 50. Yes, 50 shots before it dropped. Now when I shot the gun over the Crony from full to not necessarily empty, but as low as I wanted to go, I started off at 544 feet per second and I stopped, I think it was 520 something, I'm not sure exactly, feet per second, and that was 50 shots. What I'm showing you guys right now is a shot group from full to empty. Now this is 50 shots. Really there's not a whole lot of variation. Yes, it does shoot high a little bit for a while, but that's probably the shot curve. It starts at 544 and peaks at 641, and then the last shot drops down to 529. So there is a bit of a shot curve, which you're going to find with non-regulated PCPs, and I thought that it was absolutely impressive that the last couple of shots they dropped a little bit, but it wasn't anything drastic. Before I filmed the targets, I tested quite a few pellets. It comes with an 8-shot rotary magazine, and it's actually a little deeper than some maybe. You can actually shoot the regular polymags. I don't have regular polymags, I only have the shorts. That is nice that they made the magazine able to accommodate the longer pellets. I've got 2 JSB, the polymag shorts, because I don't have the regular polymags. If I had the regular polymags, I would have used those because they will work in the mags. Then I have the JSB 1813s and a couple H&N Sports, the Hornets, and the Field Target trophies. Shoot for accuracy. Here we go. Top left first. The H&N Sport Field Target trophies, those ones I shot first. 634 feet per second. That's 13.15 foot-pounds of energy, an extreme spread of 11, and a standard deviation of 4. During the accuracy testing, I only filled the gun to 2,500 psi, and I just topped it off every time to keep it at 2,500 psi. So I had a fair reading for each pellet. Well, that was a beautiful group. Absolutely gorgeous. Whoops, got a flyer. Okay, next target down. Next, I shot the Hornets from H&N. They're 16 grain. I was getting 592 feet per second. I was getting an average of 592 feet per second, and that is 12.6 foot-pounds, and extreme spread of 15, and a standard deviation of 6. There's the first one. Second group, H&N Sports. .13 JSBs, and the bottom target, well, the bottom paper, top left. Then next, the JSB 1813s, a 581 feet per second average. That's 13.7 foot-pounds of energy. Extreme spread of 15, and the deviation of a standard deviation of 5. That is one thing you want to keep in mind when testing for accuracy. Make sure your pellets aren't damaged. The skirts on the pellets are beautiful, not bent up. All right, first group. Not bad. Got some funky upside down L shape going on, but. Alright, second target. All right, so that was the 1813s. Now onto the Predator polymags. The Predator polymag shorts, I was getting 611 feet per second average. The foot-pounds of energy, 12.9. The extreme spread 14, and standard deviation was 4. What? Here we go. Had a couple of them that kind of flew off left a little bit. It's kind of weird. I didn't mean to pull the trigger, but it didn't do bad at all. Okay, so this actually didn't do as good as I expected. Crossman claims this gets 700 feet per second max, and I wanted to make sure what they were saying was right, and they absolutely were. I got an average of 702 feet per second with the lead-free pellets. Now, I chose the best pellets out of all of them, and it was really hard because there was a few of them that shot pretty similar. They just had a couple that veered off a little bit. So what I chose was the JSB 1813s, and I chose those ones shot, in my opinion, the absolute best out of all of them. They got a group of 0.7 inches at 25 yards. So I took them back. I wanted to see what an appropriate distance would be for this carbine / pistol. Okay, let's keep it right there. No, it's not on bowl, but we'll keep it right there. All right, second group. Well, again, there's a couple low ones, but the majority of the group is quite nice for 35 yards and a pistol. So I'm gonna move it back to 45 and see what it does there. Let's go over some of the pros and the cons, and I'm going to tell you right now there's going to be a whole lot more pros than there are cons. Have I found anything wrong with this gun? Not really. Now the bolt action, when I push it forward, sometimes it seems like it doesn't push smoothly, but that's not all the time, and more likely it has a lot to do with the type of pellet. Some pellets cycle smoother than others. There's really not any other cons that I can think of. I know this has a little bit of movement to it, the stock, but you can definitely do something to take care of that, some tape on the inside to tighten it up. Other than that, guys, there's really no other cons that I can really think of. It would be kind of cool if this did have an open sight option. That would have been sweet. But as far as anything else, guys, there's pro after pro after pro after pro. Like I said, I don't have much bad to say about this. This is my favorite small bore PCP. I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels. It's lightweight. It's extremely accurate. It's got plenty of power for what it's intended for, plinking or small game hunting. It's not pellet picky. I had a hard time trying to choose which ones I was going to use in this video because there are so many that it loves. And who doesn't like a pellet gun like that? If you have several different pellets that something can shoot, you don't have to be concerned about, oh no, I'm running out of this pellet. I'm not going to be able to shoot my Woods Walker. You just say, oh well, I'm going to sight it in for this other pellet because it likes those too. So it's not pellet picky. It's bolt action, easy to cock, and has an 8-round mag, so no single shot loading. The trigger is absolutely beautiful. I love the look of it. What else can I say? It's customizable, like I told you. You can set the trigger for your own preference. You can set the power for your own preference. You can change the bolt from one side to the other for your preference. And it's endless, guys. The pros just go on and on and on. It is my favorite gun. It is my favorite small bore air gun. So if you guys want any more information about any of the products in this video, go check out the description and go to Gateway to Airguns. Check out the video. The links will be in the description there as well. It has so much information for amateurs, for professionals. I mean, just from every spectrum of the air gunning world, Gateway to Airguns has it. You can get on there and interact with other air gunners, experts and beginners and PCP lovers, Springer lovers, just everyone. Everyone is on there interacting, giving information, receiving information. So get on there and join them, guys. Again, www.gatewaytoairguns.org. I guess that's it, guys. That's my grip review for the Benjamin Marauder from Crosman 22 caliber PCP, carbine, or pistol. If you guys like it, go check it out. If you don't, I'll have another grip review coming up soon, so you guys can check that one out and see if you like it instead. I'm Airgun Angie with Gateway to Airguns. Y'all don't just have a good day, have an awesome one. See ya.